Hey, it's funny. What's funny is, man, you can get like a couple people involved in like the right way, but then they always make the wrong decision. But then the person that they come up against, they take my ultimate decision and like try to take my judgment, right? And then pretend like they're the ones that's actually doing the judgment. You know what I'm saying? But then once they start doing that, people start paying attention to that, and then once they pay attention, they start getting mixed into that. And once they start getting mixed into that, that's when the team that originally were the ones who go up against are in the lead because they had a shepherd or they had a leader who was never supposed to be in the lead. You know what I'm saying? He was just supposed to deceive. But see, since he was supposed to deceive, he wanted to be real like me. So since he wanted to be real like me, he tried to do real nigga things. You know what I'm saying? But once he couldn't accomplish that, he just had to just keep going along with the flow. And then now it's like out here, it's a certain way, and it's weird as fuck. So then they got to go back to their old ways and try to make me perverse as fuck because it was their old ways. So they try to dump their old ways on me and us. But then they had to switch one side up. You know what I'm saying? So the side that they switched up first was back out east. The side that I switched first was this way, was the straight way, which is where I'm actually going. You know what I'm saying? Which is High Street. So once I was reading the Bible or whatever, and I switched my side up, because this is really was it was like a research, and then the research it came about kind of from like Ohio Statish to different people's opinions and being opinionated on a lot of stuff. So it would be like governors and just everybody, you know what I'm saying? And then this is all in the Bible too, so it's stemming from there also. So meanwhile, this is stemming there. It's almost like it was a research in the Bible also. So meanwhile, I'm talking about this. Basically, we almost at the end of it, and from what I see right now, it seems like well, first off, there ain't nobody that's out here. But I'm saying though, like it's like some of the conversations that I be having is supposed to be for certain people, but it's gonna be broad way because it's really for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And there shouldn't be another sequel done. Everything should be done for a minute, so it's naturally supposed to be captured. But meaning like it's naturally supposed to be being recorded. But it's about who's doing the recording, who's talking, and all of that stuff. But even though I'm talking, sometimes it's not just me talking. So it's more people involved in me talking, you know. But basically, the people that's involved in me talking, they shouldn't be with me. They shouldn't be with me talking. The people that's getting mixed, they shouldn't be getting mixed. The people that try to capture my family shouldn't ever capture my family. The people who thought that they was bosses in this, they're not really bosses in this. And when certain people or certain higher up officials, like that's higher up, you know what I'm saying, like higher powers, once they heard certain things about, I'm gonna say about like 6 to 12 months ago, they weren't with this at all. So it's like they had to come along too on a journey that they never wanted to be involved in. So people got to really think about their opinion too. And I know that it's a lot of people that's thinking about their opinion because they was the originals of a certain crew. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. But basically, if a certain group of people continue in certain behaviors, or they continue in steal, kill, and destroy behavior, you know what I'm saying? Then they are not going to make it. But I be like upfront when I say what I say. So if I'm saying like kill, steal, and destroy, and then I'm pointing it a certain way, or if I'm saying these are the people that do this, them is the people that do it. So when you think about somebody else that you think do it, them ain't the people that do it. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you have to agree with the person that always was agreeable, or you people always agree with anyway, even through a situation or a tough situation that you can't or you don't believe them anyway. And then a whole bunch of stuff is going on with me too. So it's really like a trust. It's like a trust the truth, even when the truth is not in them or in the person too. You know what I'm saying? So it makes the fake people ultimately become true people. So with that being said, man, that's the only thing that I was really after and I'm trying to capture is people being true. Almost like this little girl behind me, she was telling her sister the truth. I ain't trying to get on that, but I'm just saying like it's supposed to be like that. But most of these surnames and most of these younger women that's growing up, they're gonna be perfect for the man these days. And that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like why would somebody even try to like do something like that? I would think it would be the other way around. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be like if it was like a study or something going on, the men should have been thinking about the women that's here and now. You know, instead of the kids growing up and then you like, oh well, yeah, we're gonna make sure that the parents or the adults miss out on the opportunity at the women that they want, all due to how somebody else wanted to showcase something. And it's like, why would you showcase something like that? You know what I'm saying? It's weird, you know what I'm saying? Unless they wanted their sons to be with their daughters, but if they wanted their sons to be with their daughters, that means that the surname or the bar nuns or the people that's like the people that don't see like that, they wouldn't have that opportunity. So basically, it seemed like it took somebody like me to not blaspheme, but say something about that opportunity, you know, because I don't have my son right now, you know, and I wish I did. And it would still be good for him also, but still, I'm just saying, they got to think about the people that's here too, you know, and that's where I come in, you know, like the people that's in the middle has to be like the 18 through about 30, about 38, 39, 40 group, because once you're around 35 to 40, that's kind of like when you kind of stop and find your person, and then you just, you know, go along with that, you know what I'm saying, or go that route, you know what I'm saying. When you 18 through like 21 to 25, that's kind of when you still out doing what you do, you know what I'm saying, and even in your 30s for real. But once you get about 35 through 40, man, you kind of like, all right, I'm good, I'm about to just slow it down, you know. So there ain't really no reason for things to change. You know what I'm saying? And it really ain't no reason for me to be saying this. And then when I'm saying it, somebody else is like hearing certain things or something different, like they're hearing the real. That means that I need the real more than I need the fake, or more than I need the upfront. So when I say surname, that don't mean that I need what's up in front. So when it comes to the Bible is not what I want. You know, it's really about the mesoteric, and that's who I am. And that's why the African belief system or the Eritrean system belief system is really who I am. So I ain't really trying to be in tune with that 1, 2, 3 stuff. It's really about that back. It's really about that 140 through 144 to be exact. You know. So if people ain't rocking with that, then you can rock wherever you rocking. But me, I'm like a cloud stocking. I'm gonna stay hung up, not like Emmett Till, what they were saying in the beginning, like the first ones. You know what I'm saying? Because the first ones they'll never get it. But if I can't get to the self that I know that I perfected from the beginning, then I don't know if the world is ever going to feel the person that I've been from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to need. And then anybody else, you can have the 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? So if there's anybody out there willing to get that 1, 2, 3 in, then get that 1, 2, 3. But other than that, man, I'm going to be me. I'm going to always be who I am, man. So I got to stay rocking. I got to stay who I am and throwing them stones at the 1, 2, 3 man until they change. You know what I'm saying? Because the real 1, 2, 3 is just being real. The last is basically being kind of like loving, caring, but in a stubborn kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really trying to explain it, but it's hard to explain. But if you get where I'm coming from, don't AI me or AI all these type of things, because you will never get what you're supposed to get as a person. So a robot would have to be a person who is being trained by a certain person that knows life. Not I know how to train this person. I know how to do that. Like I'm a trainer. I'm an aware intelligence, and I'm an aware intelligent trainer rather than artificial. Artificial is carbon copy. We not carbon copy people. So when I say that, that don't mean make a carbon copy, because that's what they're doing to my body right now, and they're doing it through the cell to singularity. I mean, not that it's I think it's called Unreal Chemist, something like that. And I'm putting it out there so they'll never do it again. I think this is the reason why. I think, I think this is the reason why. Yeah, some views just. I think this is the reason why some views is the way they are. You know what I'm saying? Rather than what it should be. You know. So I don't know because that hairline shouldn't be on him. You know. So basically, it's the other way around. If you know what I'm saying, but they've been hidden for so long, or people been hidden for so long. It's like it's time to see exactly what it is. This is why they be trying to take out certain things and certain people and try to mix them anyway. Like, why do you want to mix us when our mix is only supposed to be the back anyway? The front is supposed to be the white people being straightforward with us about how we are. If you're the way that I'm speaking of, which is the poet, which is the people, the person that speak hymns, which is the Lauren Hills, the Fugees, the Roots, and people like them. You know what I'm saying? The people that be speaking real, they be speaking to the heart. You know what I'm saying? It's always a couple of groups that make it with that art, and I hope that I'm gonna be one of them. You know what I'm saying? So please do not keep me in the front lane or the front of the band. For real, or it's gonna be like a bandwagon. For real, for real. It's gonna just be a wagon full of just people that's just in the band. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want people that's just in my band. I want people that's really here doing what I do. So then we can always remain true and do what the hell we said we was gonna do. So I mean, let's get to it, man. You know? I'm gonna say.